Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My fellow Americans, we are at war. I would like to start off saying that I am proud of each and every one of our service members, men and women alike. Sadly, there are still some that have a problem with women serving in this nation's armed forces. To them, I say, get the hell over it. Why, I had a great aunt that could whip any man she came up against and shoot a Liberty dime at 300 yards with an open sight .22 rifle. That is no woman I want to contend with. Next, I would like to address these coward terrorist groups that seem to keep sticking their heads out of holes all across the Middle East. They need to be dealt with, swiftly and brutally. We need to capture as many of them sons of bitches that we can alive, behead them on video so their coward brothers can see what fate awaits them. Now, some of you know that I am considered a no-nonsense, foul-mouthed, arrogant SOB who speaks his mind. This I will not deny. But ladies and gentlemen, contrary to a phrase that was coined by an American I have great respect for, I do not believe talking softly and carrying a big stick will get us anywhere in this type of warfare. We need to meet these coward terrorists head on, screaming like banshees, packing the biggest damn stick we can carry. If the sons of bitches know what's good for them, they'll run and hide praying to their Allah, waiting to meet their 75 virgins. Now, I would like to speak a little bit about today's America. In my opinion, now remember, I am an opinionated old SOB warhorse that has never really cared what people thought about the words that come out of my mouth. So brace yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. I am not a wet nurse. America is quickly becoming a nation filled with pansies and lightweights that like to wear their pants down around their ankles. This cannot and will not be tolerated any longer. I am rolling over in my grave as I watch a country that I so dearly love spiral out of control into the depths of hell. Why, it turns my stomach to see an American culture that has a fear of seeing anything or anyone die for freedom. Death is a fact of life, one that has been around since the beginning of time. What galls me the most is when I see innocent lives brutally taken by some psychotic son of a bitch that lacks morals or ethics of a common human being. My first thought is to take out my ivory-handled .45 and put a bullet in their forehead, thus taking out the trash. We do not box them up, keep them alive, feed and clothe, and let them continue their psychotic conscious thoughts. Why, they're no better than the terrorists in the Middle East. They too need to be dealt with swiftly and brutally. I did not drag the Third Army all over Europe chasing that psychotic Nazi son of a bitch Adolf Hitler around just so we could incarcerate him and let him continue to use the gray matter between his ears. My intentions were to drag the sick bastard out in front of the countless Jews he persecuted, execute him, and provide them with a little satisfaction. My superiors had other plans. But as we all know, the coward denied all of us of our plans. Our weakness in this nation stems from people that think they're all owed something for just being born, while the ones that still believe there is hope for our great nation continue to earn with the blood of their veins, the sweat of their brow, and the tears of their eyes. These people, America, are your only hope. We do not belittle or look sideways at them because they are old-fashioned, or because they live off the land, or because they have carried on family tradition. Family tradition is the only thing keeping this country alive. Now, I will not deny that the advancement of technology is not a great thing. Not when it keeps young Americans indoors playing countless hours of video games as life and the world passes them by. Now, I am not knocking recreation and pleasures. Hell, even I like to watch a good game of Russian roulette every now and then. That is all a part of what our brave young men and women serve and die to protect. But they are not doing it so you can sit on your ass and be lazy using the working Americans as a meal ticket. We need to wake up, America. We need to stand against any infringement of our constitutional rights, regardless of where it stems from. We need to fall back to an older, more basic way of life if we want to leave a future for our descendants. We need to work out and flex the muscle our great nation once possessed that has turned to fat. Fat that needs to be trimmed so we can expose the lean that will not tolerate the threats by these terrorists. I would like to say to every American that you do not need to be in the military to fight for your freedom and your land. What you do need to be is a citizen of this nation that is not afraid to flex your Second Amendment right of the Constitution. There are 319 million Americans in this place we call home. Ladies and gentlemen, there is your armed forces. Now, to our brave servicemen and women, my thoughts and prayers are with you every step of the way. I want you to always remember that my soul lives on within you. Now go out there and take out the trash.